Welcome to the Life as an
Expat.
Alright guys, so how are you doing today? Well, you have no idea what we went through this week. It was amazing. It was totally covered with white and we haven't seen that thing ever before. And we had heard a lot about how Canada can have snowstorms and ice cold weather, but here we actually experienced this and it was mind-blowing. As per the news, they say it had actually beaten the last 10 years record, so we are not sure about that though, but to be very true, it was really cold. It was amazing as well, right? So without further ado, let's start with the video. We will discuss about how the things went this entire week. Some people did face issues, and for us it was terrific. We did not have to do much and we stayed at home. So let's start and we'll let you know exactly what happened during this time.
Okay everyone, so before we move ahead, let's see this video how we enjoyed last Monday when it was minus 30 degrees Celsius and it was overall covered with the snow. Even when we opened the door, we were not able to open the door also because snow was the door was stuck because of the too much layers of snow, and it was really unexpected and it was really good. And okay, let's see this video first. Hello guys, so you can see
The door is stuck.
You can see the door is stuck. I'm not able to open the door right now because
This is the
snow level is too high. Oh my god.
This was really unexpected during that time. We tried to push the door and that is how we were able to open it. It was quite cool because we had no idea on how to go about it.
Oh my god. Too thick, man. This is Snowstorm, I think.
Yes.
Oh man, this is too much. It's like I'm swimming in snow.
I think I should wear something.
Come on. Oh my goodness. I have never seen this before. Have you?
Obviously not.
You wanna come outside?
No, not yet. I want to wear some clothes and then come outside.
I was just wearing a t-shirt, so it was really cold and I had to get my jacket.
Okay, so you would have seen in the video how excited we were and how it looked like, and we were actually very happy. We had just stayed indoors due to the COVID cases rising, and we went outside and we played in the snow for some time and we clicked some pictures, videos, and it was really good. Though we felt a bit cold after coming back, but yeah, it was worth it. As you can see that all the places are covered with the snow because it was just in the morning we went there, we took some videos as soon as we saw there is too much snow, because after some time snow removal machines come and they just wipe out all the snow from the roads, and it doesn't look that much catchy once it is removed from the roads, right? And that was actually very good experience. Alright, so what we thought is, why don't we share our experience so far in staying in the winters here, because we came here in September end and it was not that cold in September and October, but since November it started getting very cold, and when you come here first time, obviously it will take you time to adapt to this environment. So what we thought is, we'll do a question answer session and we'll let you know about the things which you can already keep in mind before landing here, so that you are well prepared for the winters ahead. If you are coming during the winters, or even if you are coming during the summers, you need to be prepared about the winters, right? So without further delay, let's start with the question and answer round.
So my question is that I'm coming to Canada for the first time and it's going to be super cold. So can you suggest me what should I bring?
Once you land in Canada, if you land during the October-November time period, it would be cold. If you've already stayed in a colder country, right? Then you may have the heavy jackets or heavy gloves or shoes as well, which you can bring along with you. But if you don't, if you're coming from a country where it's a normal average weather, so what you can do is you can bring a normal jackets, you can bring normal hoodies which you wear in during the December January period, whichever jackets or gloves or shoes, the shoes which can work in wet weather also, in rainy weather also, those shoes, gloves, jackets and a blanket you can bring. And once you land here, then according to the weather in December and January, anyway you have to bring the heavy jackets, you have to buy them, because your normal jackets or normal sweaters won't work in that weather. So once you are here and you are comfortable enough to buy things, then you can buy these particular things here that are necessary to buy. You can buy a heavy jacket which will work in -30°C temperature as well. You can buy the snowshoes, and you can buy the gloves which will work in really cold temperature, and also you can buy the quilt or the blankets based on the weather here. So what we'll do is we'll give a few of the links in the description about the things which we brought and from which stores we brought. Maybe it can help you. You can go for any other stores also, but these are convenient and you will get it in affordable prices. Alright, so how should I commute in winters?
What we have done is that we have limited our travel during the winter time. The reason is that it can get very cold, right, and you can easily catch cold. But sometimes when we actually have to go outside, right, and I'm sure that most of the people who are working will also need to go outside, right? So the best thing to do is to actually, you know, get yourself packed with all the winter wears that are there, right? And make sure that whenever you are going outside, you do not be lenient on yourself and you do not wear anything that might not be suitable for that weather, because it can happen that if you get cold, it will be very hard for you to adjust to the weather. So it's always recommendable to actually, you know, whenever you are going outside, you are thoroughly packed right before going outside. Also, I would also suggest, like for example, there are groceries. If you need to buy grocery, or even if you want to commute, if you have a car, then it's well and good. But in case you do not have a car, then try to go via the transport such as cab, right? Because it is better for you to actually, you know, have the car in front of you and then go outside, and then, you know, you can like go wherever you want to and then come back using the same method. Because in case you do not do that, in case you are using a public transport, to actually go there to the public transport stop, right, it might take a while to go there, because at least for us, our place is really far away from the bus stops. And what happens is the cold actually seeps into your body, and you know it actually feel feverish sometimes. So it's better for you guys, like for anyone, I would suggest to start using commute as in cab, because that is what we have started doing as well. What you can do is, like we have Uber and Lyft applications that we use, and Lyft is comparatively cheaper than Uber. So what we'll do is we'll post both of the links below, right, so that you can actually redeem some bonus points as well and some bonus drives as well, which will help you out. And also about the groceries, we have subscribed to Walmart, so we usually do our shopping online, right, and we make sure that whatever we want to add, we actually add it in the cart and then just order, because that is actually, you know, helpful rather than going outside. It becomes very difficult to carry bags. We'll actually show you a picture as well, which we had recently clicked about, like the stuff which we bought from Walmart. Well, that information was helpful. Now I want to know exactly what happens in snowstorm and how do you deal with it.
Alright, so snowstorm is something which is not often. It happens sometimes, like it has happened in 4 months, it has happened just once with us, and people are saying it has happened after many years. What you need to do, first thing is you need to be fully packed, as we told you earlier as well, so that you don't get cold easily. You should keep your windows or doors closed as much as possible. I know it becomes difficult sometimes because we don't get fresh air, but if it is too much cold outside, then you may get cold easily if you keep the windows open for long. Another thing is you can use hot beverages, soups, eggs, and whichever things can help you to keep your body warm. And if you have to go out also, you should go out being fully packed. And one thing is, because once you go out, it will be too much snow on the roads or even on the pedestrian pathway, so you have to clean that. Sometimes what happens is, in some of the places, if you are staying in a rented apartment, then owner cleans it. But if you have an agreement that you have to also clean the snow, then you will have to clean as well. You have to shovel the snow. It becomes very difficult to shovel. It took us 1 hour to clean the snow and we were too tired after that. But yeah, we have to do that, because people who would be walking on the pedestrian pathway, they should have a clear way to go ahead, right?
I had fun though.
And normally from the road, snow machine will clean, but you have to clean it from the pedestrian way. So clean and wear snowshoes. You should be fully packed. You should not go out without eating. And yeah, just enjoy. It will be a beautiful view outside. Alright, so how much normally temperature drops in winters wherever you are staying?
Okay, so it depends. Like for example, it depends on the place you are at, right? And it also depends on exactly how the weather conditions are. If it's snowing, during the time it snows, usually it would not be that cold. But probably a day after, right, when the snow starts melting, that is the time when the temperature actually, drops down a lot, right? So that is one of the cases. And also, like for example, in Toronto or Ontario side, what we have observed is that usually the temperature drops. The minimum it has dropped to is -30 that we know of. Then like there are other places as well, like Edmonton or Alberta, right? Over there, the temperature usually can reach up to -42. And I mean, it can get super cold over there, and I do understand people who are staying there might need to take some extra care, because we are here in Ontario, like we are telling you about our experience, right? Whatever we go through over here, but then Alberta side might be totally different. If, like for example, you are in Canada and you still want to stay in a moderate temperature, you should opt for Vancouver side, right? Because British Columbia, over there, like the temperature does not get that cold, but it's usually a little bit rainy over there. But then it's always better to have rain rather than, like, staying in minus temperatures every time. So it all depends on how you want to treat that thing. So doesn't it get depressing during these winter time?
Yes, it gets depressing sometimes, but you have a lot of options to pass your time. You can plan house parties with your friends. You can do binge watching, Netflix, Amazon. You can prepare something at home. You can make some good dishes. But if you have to go out as well for your job, then you can just go out. And I don't think it will be that boring if you are going out for a job even in winters.
So I think the main reason for getting depressed is that in the winters, usually the sun sets very early, right, and it gets dark very soon, right? So because it gets dark and you don't get much time to explore things outside, and that is why it can get a little bit depressing. But then you always have options.
So how is your experience so far while staying in Canada?
Well, to be very honest, we had stayed in Poland and London before that, right? And over there as well, in London, I have seen temperature go up to -10 degrees Celsius, because the time when I went there, it snowed a lot, right? And even in Poland, I think we have seen temperature up to -14, where the feels like temperature was around -18. So we had experienced that. But here in Canada, to be very honest, recently we saw that the temperature actually dropped till -26, and the actual feels like temperature was -32. So you can very well imagine, if you are coming from a tropical region, probably where the weather is too warm, so you can very well imagine the shift from 28 to 40. You can actually reverse it with the cold thing. So it can be -14 and then -26. So you can imagine how drastically it changes. That has been our experience so far, but it's been all good, right? We have been tucked into our quilts forever, and we've also bought a heater. Actually it can help you out. So what we'll do is we'll also post a link to that heater. It's actually very good. What it will do is, in case you before actually going to bed, you can actually turn on the heater probably to your bedside, and your bed will feel warm, you know, and based on that you can have a good night's sleep. And I think that is what we've been doing as well. So yeah, that's about our experience. So that is how it went during this time so far.
Alright guys, so hope this question and answer round helped you in some way to get prepared for the winters once you land in Canada. We'll keep posting more videos related to our experience, and please keep supporting our channel because we are also very new to YouTube and we are trying to make videos as per our experience so far, and it will be really helpful if you support. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you also enjoyed the experience and the views of snow here, and we'll see you in the next video. Please share, like and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay.
You want me to hold it?
No, it's okay. Oh my goodness. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
So let me show you.
Walk. Snow levels.
It's too windy.